Hey, Sarah, where have you been? It's been a while. Haven't seen you in class lately. Is everything okay? Professor Richard asked about you in today's class, and several of us were wondering if you dropped out or something. You missed the still life workshop last week, and the figure drawing session the week before. The professor seemed quite concerned as well.
Hi, Karen. I've just been out of town for about 2 months.
Really? That long? Why? What happened? Did you and your husband have a fight or something?
No, nothing like that.
It's just unusual to be away from home for so long. Your pieces from last month's assignment are still in the studio, and they're collecting dust.
I was away for work, that's all. My marriage is fine.
Oh, are you picking up some extra work or something? Is your husband's company doing that badly? I only ask because I know how hard it can be for small business owners. My husband manages several companies, so I understand the struggles. Must be difficult having to take on extra work, especially at our age. My friend's wife had to start working part-time too when their business struggled.
No, that's not it at all.
You don't have to be embarrassed about it. We all go through rough patches. My friend's husband had to close his company last year. It happens. I get it. I can introduce you to some potential investors if you need. My husband knows many successful businessmen. They're always looking for promising small businesses to mentor.
That's thoughtful, but work has been quite productive, actually.
Well, whatever's going on in your household isn't really my business. Though you could have at least let someone know you'd be missing so many classes. Is it true your work is going to be in Professor Richard's exhibition, despite missing so many classes?
Yes, he asked me to contribute some pieces.
Seems like pretty special treatment for someone who hasn't even been attending class that much. Several of us have been here for years. I've never been asked to contribute to any exhibitions. Neither has Mrs. Park, and she's won several local competitions. Or Mrs. Lee, who studied art in Paris.
I've known the professor for a long time. I'm helping with the exhibition, so I assume that's why he asked.
Even so, you've only been in the class for a year. You should really know your place. The rest of us have been supporting the professor's exhibitions for years. We've built this community together.
My place? What do you mean by that?
You're acting way too familiar for a newcomer. The art world has certain protocols and certain ways of doing things. You can't just walk in and expect special treatment. Sarah, you there? Your silence speaks volumes. This is exactly what I mean about proper etiquette.
I see your point of view, but I disagree.
Let me do you a favor and tell you. Other students are starting to talk. Some are saying you must be bribing Professor Richards. You know how artists sometimes have wealthy patrons. People are saying that's why you're getting special treatment. Though, given your husband's business situation, I doubt that's the case. Unless there's something else going on. The whispers are getting quite specific. Mrs. Park mentioned seeing you and the professor having coffee together multiple times at that expensive cafe near the gallery. Quite suspicious for someone who needs to work extra jobs, don't you think?
Is that so? I prefer everyone to not spread rumors about me, and it is unfortunate everyone is assuming something and making up rumors about the professor as well.
Right? We have to protect his reputation. My husband sits on several boards. News like this could damage the professor's career. You wouldn't want that, would you? He's worked so hard to build his reputation in the art community. All it takes is one scandal. One inappropriate relationship with a student.
I'm not worried, though. As far as I know, the professor's reputation isn't at risk.
It doesn't matter what you think. It's about what people think. So maybe you should stop getting so close to Professor Richards. It's really for your own good, too. Some of the other students are quite influential. Mrs. Park's husband owns 3 galleries. Mrs. Lee's cousin is an art critic for the national newspaper. And you never participate in our group chat even though we were nice enough to add you. We share so many opportunities there. Exhibition openings, private viewings, collector meetings. I've defended you several times, you know, when others questioned your background, your qualifications. Can't you be a little more considerate of others?
I always respond about whether I can attend tea parties and gatherings. It's not like I ignore all the messages.
Yeah, always saying you can't come. That's part of the problem. Do you know how many strings I pulled to get you added to our circle? Mrs. Park was completely against it at first. She said you didn't fit our image. But I convinced her to give you a chance. Most of us are from very particular social backgrounds. Private school educations, country club memberships, and summer homes in exclusive locations. We're all making an effort to include you, but you never show up.
I'm sorry. I've been quite busy. I didn't mean to be rude, but I just don't have time for anything these days. I will attend the art class when I have time, and I will make sure to let the professor know.
We're all busy too. Everyone else manages to find time to get together. My friend Mrs. Park runs 3 charity organizations, and Mrs. Lee manages her husband's international business contacts. They both still make time for our gatherings. Last week's tea party at the Ritz was essential networking. The museum curator was there, and the gallery owners were asking about you. Do you know how embarrassing it was to make excuses for you? You need to learn to be more of a team player. This isn't just about art anymore. It's about connections and social standing for our husband's business, too.
Karen, I'm sorry, but I'm going to leave the group chat. I apologize for the inconvenience for you all.
Excuse me? After everything we've done for you? This is exactly what I mean about being inconsiderate. Do you know how long it took me to convince Mrs. Park to add you? The favors I had to call? The promises I had to make about your potential?
I'm sorry you feel that way, but I only attend the art class when I have time. I'm not looking to socialize with others as I don't have time right now. I apologize. I appreciate you trying to include me, but I prefer to do things at my own pace.
Oh my gosh! You are so rude! Do you have any idea who some of these women are? Not everyone can get into our group even if they want to. We've rejected dozens of applications. Even the mayor's wife had to wait 6 months. We only invited you because you said your husband was a business owner. Mrs. Lee's husband runs a trading company worth millions. Her summer house alone is worth more than what your husband probably makes in a year. You're completely wasting our kindness. I'm telling everyone about this.
Okay, that's fine by me.
Every conversation with you just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. You clearly don't understand how networking works. This could have been your chance to make something of yourself, to help your husband's little company grow. I wish I'd never reached out to you. Your husband's company can't be anything special anyway. You've never even told us the name, but it's probably some small-time operation. No wonder you're always busy with work.
Again, thank you for trying to include me with your gatherings. You can think whatever you want about me, but I need to go. I have work to take care of.
Sarah, what's going on here? You left our chat without saying anything. Mrs. Park is very upset and she's asking if something happened. Mrs. Lee is concerned too, and everyone's messaging me about it.
Why are you asking me that now? I told you I was leaving when we last messaged.
But you didn't even say goodbye to the others. Do you know how this makes me look? I vouched for you. Everyone thinks I made a mistake now. My judgment is being questioned by everyone.
What do you mean?
I saw your daughter at the exhibition walking with my son. They looked very close. Answer me. I know you're reading these messages. My son doesn't usually associate with people outside our circle.
Oh, I didn't know she knew your son.
You really didn't know?
Yeah, I didn't know either. I don't keep track of all my daughter's relationships.
But this is different. My son has a very specific social circle, a very specific future planned out. How long has this been going on?
Why don't you ask your son?
Did you plan this? Is this why you joined the art class?
Plan what?
Getting close to our art group. Was this all to get to my son? Did you encourage your daughter? Push her to pursue him? Tell her to target him? You know what? Tell her to stay away from my son starting today. I mean it, Sarah.
Why would I do that?
Because your family isn't on our level. My son is preparing to take over a major company. He has responsibilities and expectations to meet, a reputation to maintain. We have standards to maintain. Family standards, social standards, corporate standards. Even if they're just friends, I don't like it. Just hearing about your daughter gives me the creeps. Using my son like this, taking advantage of his kind nature.
I understand you don't think highly of me, but ruining the kid's relationship isn't right, and everything you just told me is not true. I didn't plan anything, and I never would. I have nothing to do with their relationship.
I'm looking out for my son. We've invested too much in his future. Years of private education, the best schools, the right connections, the perfect career path. Your daughter probably has your antisocial personality. She is probably always too busy for social events. Probably thinking she's too good for everyone, just like her mother.
My daughter is very kind and sincere. Don't talk about my daughter like that.
All parents say that about their kids, but others see things differently. My friends have already noticed them together. At charity events, at social gatherings, even at business functions. Do you know how embarrassing this is? The whispers have already started. People are questioning his judgment, my judgment, our family's reputation. I'm telling my son to cut ties with you all, so you better tell your daughter the same. This ends today. No exception and no discussion. Even if they apologize, I won't forgive this.
It is unfortunate that is how you see everything. I am sorry, but I can't promise that. That is not how I treat my daughter.
What did you say? Who do you think you are? You don't get to make decisions about this. This isn't your world. You don't understand what's at stake. My son's entire future. Our family legacy.
As I said before, I want to respect your son's and my daughter's opinions. They're both in their mid-20s. They're adults. I'm not going to interfere with their relationship. I trust my daughter. I think you should trust your son, too. They are not kids anymore, and they know what they are doing. We should trust them.
Your trust doesn't matter. I'm the one who doesn't like it. My opinion is what counts here. Do you know how many suitable candidates I had lined up? Daughters of CEOs, heiresses of major corporations, girls from the right families, the right backgrounds. Besides, my son is taking over my husband's company. He needs someone who understands our world, someone from our social circle. Your fake entrepreneur family has no business getting involved with us. You're not even in the same league. Answer me. Don't ignore me. Hello? You have no right to be silent.
I'm sorry I can't answer your text right away. I am not ignoring you, but I told you I have been busy with work, so please don't talk to me like that. Okay, so what do you mean by fake entrepreneur?
You said your husband was a business owner, but you still have to work. A real entrepreneur's wife would be a stay-at-home mom, living in luxury, attending social functions, managing charity organizations. You're still working at your age? That just proves it must be some third-rate company. You must be so poor that even the wife has to work. Probably some small warehouse operation, or a convenience store chain.
Even if that were true, it has nothing to do with the kids. Our business has nothing to do with their relationship. And my daughter is perfect in every way, and your son is lucky to have her. Please don't talk about my daughter like that.
Oh no, it has everything to do with us. You really make my blood boil. Even if you're okay with it, I'll never accept this. You people are probably just after our money, our connections, and our social status. I bet you encouraged your daughter to pursue my son. Taught her how to get close to him and get his attention or something. I don't know what you did, but he is too good for your family. My son would never choose someone like her on his own. He knows better. We raised him better. So how long have you known about their relationship? What do you know about it?
I only found out about a week ago. I didn't know anything about their relationship before that. Your son brought my daughter as his fiancé. I was completely shocked. He seems like a decent kid. It is exciting how they are planning their future together.
Wait, what? Fiancé? What do you mean, fiancé? Are you saying they are engaged?
Yes, he came to introduce himself to us a week ago, but I didn't know before that. I knew she had a boyfriend and things were going well and all, but never knew who he was until last week.
Then you should have contacted me immediately. Why did you let me find out like this? How could you keep this from me? You should have told me right away. Oh, this is not happening. I can't believe he proposed to her. I can't believe they are engaged. Why didn't he tell me? Why didn't I know about this? How long have you known about them, and why didn't you stop them? You must have known who he was.
Why would I stop them? And no, I didn't know who he was. They love each other, so why oppose it? They seem very happy together.
Oh, stop messing around! You think they love each other? Love? Love? No, no, no. This is not supposed to happen to us. This isn't some romance novel. This is real life. My son marrying the daughter of some subcontractor CEO? It's absurd. I won't accept that. This is ridiculous. Completely unacceptable. Do you know what this will do to our reputation? The board members are already talking about them. Our shareholders will lose confidence in us. I won't accept a poor family like yours. You're probably excited about this, aren't you? You are probably thinking you hit the jackpot, planning your daughter's golden future, dreaming about our company assets.
Oh my. What are you talking about? Where is this nonsense coming from? Your company is the subcontractor here.
What are you talking about? I know your husband is our subcontractor. I've been investigating, following leads, gathering evidence. I saw him entering our subsidiary wearing work clothes. I have photos to prove. I did my research for multiple days to make sure who he was.
So that strange car following my husband these past few days was you?
That's not important right now. I saw it. I saw everyone bowing to him. That must be your husband's company, in the industrial district, the small office building. No one important dresses like that. No real CEO would look so ordinary.
That was probably because of the inspection.
Even if he was visiting our company, why would he go to a subcontractor? The CEO of a major corporation isn't that free. He'd send subordinates like assistants or middle managers. You really don't know anything, do you? Stop pretending to be naive. I know you guys are all pretending to be successful.
Looks like you've got this completely wrong.
I'm not wrong. I'm stating facts. I've seen the company records, the business registry, the corporate filings. I know exactly where your husband's company stands. At the bottom of our supply chain. Anyway, I won't let my son marry your daughter. I'm calling him right now. This ends today. Right now.
Karen, you need to calm down. Maybe talk to your son with your husband, but your son already said he'll marry her even if you oppose it. They are in love and he seemed to know what he's doing so far in his life. The thing is, he knows how you act around others, and I think he is embarrassed about that. I am assuming that is why he hasn't talked with you about his proposal. And as I said prior to this, we are not your subcontractor. I prefer not to bring up our business in between personal matters, so I will not explain to you what we do exactly, but your behavior toward us is concerning.
Don't talk to me like you know my son. If he doesn't listen to me, he won't inherit the company, so he knows what's at stake. Everything we've built, our family's position, generations of work for what? People like you? You think my son would make such a stupid choice to leave the company? No, he was raised better than that. All his life, he was raised to take the company in the future. All the great schools he attended and the connections he made, he knows what's best. I will not approve of their marriage, period. He deserves someone from a better background and family. He is way too good for your family.
Fine, I see. If this is how you are going to act, I have nothing more to say to you. But don't forget how you treated my daughter and me today. I will not accept the way you talk to me or about my daughter. You are so unbelievable to even think it is okay to act like that. Every word, every insult, every assumption. I will not forget that. Like I could forget. This is literally the worst day of my life. Everything we've worked for. Don't you see that? All our plans are now ruined. Tell your daughter never to step foot in our house again. I mean it. She's not welcome here. Not in our home. Not in our social circle. I don't want anything to do with her, and she needs to back off. Okay then. I'll pass along the message. I wouldn't want to entrust my daughter to your family anyway. You can be absolutely certain she'll never visit your house again. I hoped we could have built better relationships between us, but not after this. This is not going to happen. You just burnt the bridge.
You better remember that too. Just keep your daughter away from my family. I'm having my husband terminate all business with your husband's company. We'll destroy you. We will put you on blacklist and ruin your reputation. Remember that. We will cut off all supplies. Even if you apologize, I'll never forgive you. Never! It's too late for regrets. I will not let you and your family ruin mine.
Hello, Sarah. Do you have a moment to talk? I would like to talk with you. Please respond. It's urgent and I need to tell you something. Very urgent. Please, I would like to talk to you whenever you are available. This is very important. Hey, thank you for responding. I heard from my husband and son about you and your family. They just told me your husband isn't a subcontractor and he's the CEO of the major corporation we do business with. The parent company and our biggest client. I feel so embarrassed. Why didn't you tell me all this time? You let me think the other way around. I had no idea. Yes, that's right. But I told you clearly that we weren't a subcontractor. You just never listened. I'm so sorry. I wish I knew. I never imagined your company was actually bigger than ours. That you were the vice president and your husband is the CEO. I didn't know. I made such terrible assumptions. That was my fault. Please forgive me. I'll make it right. Don't worry about it. What's done is done.
So, does this mean you'll forgive us and we can start fresh? I can explain everything to my social circle. Tell them it was all a misunderstanding and that we are all good.
Why would you think that? I said don't worry about it because it's in the past. I never said anything about forgiveness. Just because I accept your apology doesn't mean we're going to forget how you treated us and how you acted. Our opinion hasn't changed regardless of whether you're concerned about it now. Besides, we're terminating our business relationship with your husband's company, so it doesn't matter anymore.
Please, no. You can't do this. We depend on your contracts. All our suppliers depend on us. If you terminate business with us now, many employees will be left homeless. Think about their families, their children, their elderly parents, and all of their lives. We can't ruin them.
Well, I don't want to talk business with you, but they are your husband's employees, aren't they? It is his company, after all. He should take care of his employees, and they are not problems to solve. He should handle it. Don't complain to me about it. I have nothing to do with your husband's employees. And please remember, you made your choice to cut off ties with us first. You were terrible toward us, and I don't wish to continue the business with you at all.
But you're the vice president, right? And I heard that before your husband became CEO, it was your father-in-law's company. You must understand family business, the legacy and tradition we carry.
That's correct.
Then couldn't you reconsider the business relationship? I'll apologize for all the harassment towards you and my attitude towards your daughter. I'll make it up to both of you, whatever it takes. I fully support their marriage now. I know they make a wonderful couple. They are so in love with each other. They are perfect. Please reconsider terminating the business relationship. We can change. We can improve and be better partners for you all.
Karen, a company our size doesn't make business decisions based on personal feelings. The termination isn't just about your attitude toward me and my daughter. The problem is that your husband was forcing subcontractors to make products at unreasonably low prices before delivering them to us. We've been investigating for months. To be honest, we don't need your company as a middleman. We're going to start manufacturing the products ourselves. That's what we used to do anyway, before your company got involved. I'm sure we'll make better products than the subcontractors with even better working conditions. We can now provide fair wages.
You can't do this to us now. Besides, those subcontractors weren't even getting paid on time.
We were paying substantial amounts. So where was that money going? The companies making such good products were being treated terribly. That's why we decided to deal with them directly. We can cut costs that way. We don't need to deal with small-time companies. Our name is much more well-known.
And what exactly does that mean?
We're far more well-known than you are, and we don't care about name recognition anyway. We'd rather properly compensate the people making good products. That's better for everyone. Better for the workers, better for quality, better for our reputation. Six months later, Karen's husband's company went bankrupt. Their son blocked his parents' contact information and now works at our company. Karen's husband declared bankruptcy, and they lived in an old apartment for a while, but Karen couldn't handle that lifestyle, so she divorced him and moved back in with her parents. If she had been following my husband, She should have noticed our lifestyle from our home, but I guess she only focused on his work clothes. She really was shallow and selfish until the end. I'm not sure if Karen will ever truly reflect on her actions, but I think she must have some regrets. People can change at any age if they really want to. As another woman, mother, and someone of the same generation, I hope she eventually changes her way of thinking and can reconcile with her son.